social media post with seashells that said 8647. Do you really think that he was endangering your life or threatening your life with that?
Well, if anybody knows anything about crime, they know 86. You know what 86? It's a mob term for kill him. You know, you ever see the movies? 86 him. The mobster says to one of his wonderful associates, 86 him. That means kill him.
He actually went on TV later.
What do you think 86 means?
To kill the president, to get rid of the president. That's what it means. By the way, his words, not mine. If this is an FBI director, we have responsibilities. You guys have responsibilities not to call the president certain things or say things that could incite violence. Nobody should be inciting violence.
Cackling hens are back, ladies and gentlemen, and former Trump attorney Alina Habba cooked every last one of them. It's about time that we had an actual intelligent woman go on The View for once. Without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Discuss the most recent federal indictment of former FBI Director James Comey related to an Instagram post of seashells. An Instagram post that he deleted the very next day.
Saying 8647.
Do you
I like how she, it's seashells. She didn't say what it even said, 8647. Like, come on, sis. Like, how are you being genuine if you disregard what the shells spelled out? Come on.
think Comey's post rises to the level of a criminal threat against the life of the president and supports an indictment?
I do. I'll explain why. After Comey's post, and this is where I go back to Saturday's events, the responsibility of certain individuals like us. We all have a very big voice. He is a former FBI director. He knows what 8647 meant. There's no question about it. He actually went on TV later.
What do you think 86 means?
To kill the president, to get rid of the president. That's what it means. By the way, his words, not mine. If you look at his late night show.
But the dictionary disagrees with you on that.
Well, he's the FBI director.
They use it in restaurants. Do they mean to kill any
You
of
don't
the
think
meat?
it
What
might
are they
Let me
killing?
tell you
Wait, let her
let me
answer.
just tell you what
I
happened.
like how this is why you can't have respectful discourse with leftists, because they're literally sitting up here pretending as though they don't know what 86ing someone means. This has got to be one of the dopiest conversations. This is why I just make fun of these women. What else can you do besides make fun of stupidity?
Happened after James Comey's post. A gentleman posted that about me. He posted on Twitter, 86 Haba, and he was also charged. He was charged in Florida, and he was held accountable because you cannot do it. Now, this is an FBI director. I don't think we should be sitting here and nobody has condemned Jimmy Kimmel for his comments. Those were despicable.
Joy pointed out earlier.
Here's directly how I feel about this. Nobody should be inciting violence, period. That's my perspective.
Including the president.
But you have to remember something. The Department of Justice brings real cases. We are not Jack Smith. We are not Letitia James. We bring real cases against people.
No, I know. I actually had the pleasure of serving as a former federal prosecutor at the Department of Justice. But let me ask you this. I do believe that
wow, you know, this is Sonny Hostin shouldn't even, I don't know if this was her attempt at a clapback, but I think this was a clapback fail, because by admitting that you were a former prosecutor in the Department of Justice, you're admitting that you were one of these lunatics who would go as far as to weaponize the justice system. Can you imagine propagandists like Sonny Hostin in the DOJ? Oh man, every freaking Republican is getting indicted. Come on now.
If you think that the things that we've now seen evidence of in this Department of Justice aren't real, I'd just tell you to sit tight, because things are coming. Because what they did was weaponize. I don't want to hear about weaponization, because the reason you all know who I am is because of weaponization.
Boom.
I sat through targeting people saying we're going to get Trump, and then a Hillary Clinton appointed judge sanctioned me for suing Hillary Clinton. By the way, I'm proud of that. Well, I'm proud of what I did.
As the child of immigrants, you know what it takes for people to pick up and take their kids and come to another country. And if you're lucky enough that you could fly to this country, it's a wonderful thing. But how do you justify, or do you justify the president's attitude against immigration? Knowing what you know, do you say to him, that's not quite how this, people aren't just coming to lay around and collect money, people are actually fleeing. Are you able to point?
So Whoopi Goldberg's implying that there's no one coming to the country to just collect checks. There's literally people who have admitted that they're coming to the country and that they want free money.
And you work all fucking day, you don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah, go to work for me, you fucking white animals. Fucking work for me. Yeah, you fucking work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. All right? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes. You better fucking pay your taxes.
This is how they truly feel about us.
But Whoopi Goldberg doesn't want to acknowledge that literally people were given prepaid cards up in New York, right? Like, not everybody is fleeing. The vast majority of asylum claims are denied.
Well, now that SNAP and EBT ran out, this one's going to blow your mind because migrants in New York City were getting more food money per day than actual American citizens. And yeah, that was actually a thing. The average American on SNAP and EBT gets about $7.59 per person per day to buy food. But the city of New York was handing out prepaid food debit cards to recently arrived migrants, many of whom were here without legal status, worth about $12.52 per person per day. That means migrants in New York City shelters were receiving 65% more in daily food benefits than American families, trying to get by in the exact same city. And here's the part nobody talks about. That $12.52 isn't even a federal program. It's not SNAP, it's not EBT, it's paid for by the New York City taxpayers. The city doesn't even give an extra food card for struggling citizens, to seniors on fixed incomes, to homeless veterans sleeping on the same streets. But show up yesterday without documentation and you're prioritized. This isn't about compassion, it's about political choices. And those choices are telling you exactly where American citizens land on the priority list, which is dead last.
It's like Whoopi Goldberg did absolutely no research on this topic. It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, most of their fact checkers are a bunch of people in the background who are a bunch of ABC propagandists.
That out at all to him?
The president and I have spoken about immigration. He is pro-immigration the right way, through the front door, through our systems, through the policies. He is not pro somebody getting stabbed on a bus. He is not pro-rapist.
But you're mixing two things up, because I'm talking
Not really.
about because you're
Not
talking.
really.
I'm talking about people who are fleeing their country, where their child might be in danger, their child's sexuality might be in danger, whatever, for whatever reason, and people who have to walk because not everybody can fly. How are you able to sit with him knowing what you know? Are you able to communicate with him what it takes for people to get up and leave? I know your folks did it.
Yeah.
Are you able to?
Parents are devout Catholics.
They're trying to like say, why aren't you okay with illegal immigration? That's basically what this dummy is saying, which no, it doesn't matter how difficult the journey is. That's like saying you worked really hard to rob a bank. Like, hey, they worked hard to steal all that money. They deserve to take it. Like, hey, if it's against the law, it doesn't matter how hard you tried and how difficult your life has been. You can't just break laws because you had a hard life and you want a better one. Like, give me a break.
Fled Iraq.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right,
Yes.
Yes.
And he has blocked immigration from various countries.
There is a vetting process that must be complied with. That is the position of the State Department. That is the position of, by the way, Homeland Security, which we need to fund because we need that to keep us safe from people that come in that should not be here.
But wait,
There
can I
is a
jump in real quick?
difference. He's
Yeah,
not
go ahead.
anti-immigration.
Go ahead.
But one question, Alina, is so many of us agree with following the rules and
how do you keep asking questions and you won't let the woman answer? Like, she gets like 2 seconds to answer a question for somebody. But it's like, well, why invite the person here if you're not trying to hear and actually answer the question? Like, they basically just invited this woman here to have a cat fight, pretty much.
them. We can't be an open country. But when we heard about what he was going to do, it was a uniting force. We're going to take all the violent criminals out of this country. And many people, I'm an independent, I could get on board with that. Great. What we've seen, which I'm sure you can concede, you've witnessed some of this, when like 75% of the people who've been picked up had no criminal records.
When you have illegals come in, they are by de facto a criminal. They are illegals.
What about Afghans who served alongside U.S. forces in the war on terrorism?
What
We're
about
sending
Haitians?
some of them back to their deaths.
They should come in the right way, be vetted. If you
And
have
many
nothing
came through
to
the
hide-
CIV program, but they're now being sent to
know.
third-party countries.
I'm so sorry.
Elena Habbo freaking wasted her time with these losers. And look at Alyssa Farah. This is why I said I didn't want Alyssa to come back. Alyssa she was just happy to not be in a hot seat herself. She gonna sit up here and try to attack Elena Habbo. Well, what about the Iranian refugees? Man, F all of them. Like, I don't care about a bunch of refugees from Iran. There's people all over the planet who may be in danger. That doesn't mean that everybody can just come to America. Why not go to another safe country? We full, guys. There's other places to go. Like, I refuse to be in a nation where we're just the safe haven for all. And then we have no say in how many people come in. Of course, when you got a bunch of rich folks and nobody's coming to their communities, they don't mind. But when the vast majority of people are being sent to all of these black communities or trailer park communities, all these poorer communities, this is where a lot of these illegal aliens are going, then these people don't care about that at all. Martha's Vineyard, case in point, sent them there. Ron DeSantis sent them there. Them folks sent them right on up out of there. They're like, get these freaking essays up out of here. They didn't care about that at all. So I'm not trying to hear a bunch of gaslighting and a bunch of virtue signaling from a bunch of people who are going to strongly advocate for something on their show, but they're not going to have to deal with a single ramification negatively that impacts all of these communities. Literally, the Hispanic community, around 50% of them voted against the illegal aliens. They voted for Trump, meaning that they're voting against illegal immigration. A lot of those people are probably upset because they came to the country the right way. So why you got this whole panel of losers, just there's a whole panel of them just over here clucking Elena Habbo to death about illegal aliens? No, I don't care if some people accidentally get killed because they're defending illegal aliens, jumping in front of cars, pulling out guns, whatever it is that they're doing. Accidents happen. They happen every day with the regular police. They're going to happen with other forms of law enforcement. That's just going to be how it is. And guess what? It would have never happened if Sleepy Joe would have never let all these people into the country to begin with. That's without getting into all of the child trafficking, all of the child sex trafficking, all of the drugs, all of this stuff that's happening that the cackling hens of the View mysteriously don't bring up. They just want to be bleeding hearts. Just let more people in. It's so much nicer. They're fleeing. They're going to be hard workers, as if everybody is fleeing from actual threats of death, as if everybody's going to come in and be a hard worker. Don't make me laugh. These are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Shout out to my members, patrons, and fellow anomalies: Cyber Noodle, 655, The Great, Bella Scott, Carpentier John, and Pinecone 6. I appreciate you guys every single day.
It's, I think of it as a mob term. I don't know, people think of it as something having to do with disappearing, but the mob uses that term to say when they want to kill somebody, they say 86, the son of a gun. I'm trying to keep the language nice and clear. They don't use that term, son of a gun. They use another term. But that's a mob term for kill.